Hi guys, you're welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Yay! I think I'm being pretty much consistent, right? What do you think? I'm doing well. I'm doing well so far. Anyway, my name is nazor.ezeh, aka Otonwa, and you are looking at Otonwa 3.0. You already know. Anytime you see me all glammed up like this, just know that Otonwa 3.0 is in the building. It's either Otonwa 2.0 or 3.0. It depends on the level of the glow up, because this glow up right now, it has passed 2.0 level. Don't you think so? Anyway, this video is sponsored by Dorsanne hair, because they sent me this beautiful crochet hair that you see me wearing. These are passion twists. I've worked with Dorsanne hair before. Yeah, the one I fixed on my daughter the other time. But these ones are the pre-looped crochet ones. The other one, the one I fixed on my daughter, I had to twist it myself. It didn't come pre-looped. I had to loop it and twist it by myself on her hair. And then they reached out to me and they sent me this beautiful pre-looped 10 inches passion twist hair, and I love it so much. Honestly, I love it. You see, as it's looking full and everything, it's so light. It is so light. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my head. I love this hair. I will reuse it and I will rock it. I will rock it. The hair is gonna cry. It's gonna beg me, madam, please, can you let me go? I'm not gonna let it go. And if it gets old, I might just order a new one for myself. I'm even thinking of ordering for my girls. Yeah, I think they will fix this type of hair for Christmas or not, or maybe in the new year. But I know for sure that I'm going to order it for them because I love it that much. What do you think? I like the length. And then if I pack it, it has another. Yay! Look at. Oh God. This hair is fine. And the quality, I like the quality. I like the way it bounces. The best part, I've already mentioned it, is the fact that it's so light. It is so light. It doesn't feel like, you know, there's some crochet hair that you will carry, even though they tell you it's lightweight. When you carry it on your head, it doesn't really feel lightweight. But this one, for sure, is lightweight. Okay, so guys, let me get into this video. What am I talking about today? I want to tell you people, this video is for parents. See, in the light of everything that's been happening on social media for the past few days, I'm talking about the unfortunate incident that I've talked about several times on this channel, what happened at Dorsanne College in Lagos. In the light of that incident, I said, let me come and talk to parents and urge you that it is very important that you should create a safe space for your children. When I say a safe space, I mean for them to be able to feel free to talk to you. It's a very shameful and a sad thing to know that there are so many parents that their children don't feel free. They don't feel free with them. Their children don't feel free to talk to them. That's why they don't get to know when things are going wrong with their kids. Do you know some parents don't know the names of their children's classmates? Some parents, I know for sure, some parents don't know the names of their children's classmates. You don't talk to your kids don't talk to you. You don't ask them, how can you go and pick up your child from school? And you don't ask your child what happened at school today. Did anything happen? Just ask questions or general questions for your child to be able to now chit chat with you and be open with you to tell you things. Not even just about things that happen at school. It's very important that you have that relationship, that open relationship with your children, so that they'll be able to tell you things. It goes beyond school. So that when somebody is telling them one kind thing, even a stranger on the internet, they will be able to tell you that mommy see you or daddy see you. See, and the other day I was chatting with somebody, this is what they said. So that you will know. You can't just, I always say this thing. I know I'm beginning to sound like a broken record at this point, but I will keep saying it so that it will sink into our heads that parenting goes beyond buying things for your children. It goes beyond buying clothes, buying food, providing a roof over their heads, a warm bed to sleep in, food and all that. It goes way beyond that. The most important thing you can do for your child is creating that safe space for them so that they will feel free to talk to you, so that they will feel free to share things with you, so that, you see, one mistake most parents make is that when their children start talking to them with that freedom, they overreact. The way you react when your child tells you some certain things matters a lot. There is a way you will react. Do you know that there's a way you will react? Your child will never tell you anything again. I think I've mentioned this thing in one of my old videos. I have a lot of videos about raising kids. on this platform, which you can go back and watch. I can't remember the video specifically where I said this thing, but the way you react when your kids talk to you will determine whether they will come back to you with any other story. Like if they tell you now, maybe somebody, imagine your child will now come and tell you that somebody, a guy, maybe your daughter tells you that a guy chatted her up and all, or said she should come and meet him somewhere, or you know, something like that, and then you will now react that why is he even talking to you? Why did you give him the chance to talk to you? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Do you know, so many parents are fond of victim blaming their kids. They blame their kids for things that happen. That's why so many kids are so reluctant to open up when things are happening to them. So many kids that are being sexually abused, they find it hard to tell their parents what they are going through because they fear that their parents will blame them. And you know, it's unfortunate that most times that their fear becomes reality because most parents blame their children when they go through certain things. Meanwhile, they forget that their children are actually the victims in those cases. I've read so many child molestation cases where the victims, when they grow up, they talk about it and how their parents reacted, how their mother blamed them, especially when it has to do with family. When a family member is the perpetrator of the heinous act, the parents will now want to cover up and now protect the family. Okay, for example, if it's the mother's brother that's abused or molested her child, it's always mind-boggling to me that some parents choose to believe the adults over their children. Why do you think a child would lie about things like that? Do you really think a child can just wake up and lie about something as serious as that? Your child will come and lie to you that your brother molested her. Why would your child tell that kind of lie? Why would you believe an adult over your child? When your children tell you things, they come to you to tell you that this is what they went through, this is what happened, most parents make the mistake of blaming these children, and that's why they never come back to tell you anything anymore. See, we need to create safe spaces for your children and do not react in a way that will push them off. Do not react in a way that will push them off and make them not come to talk to you anymore, because it will get to a point where you'll be wondering, why don't you talk to me? Why don't you will not be complaining that I have a child, I have children, they don't talk to me, they rather talk to other people. See, it's better they come to you with those their questions. It's better they come to you with those things they're going through to talk to you than to go and talk to strangers, because they can fall into the wrong hands. You don't want that to happen. You do not want that to happen. So I said, let me come and tell you, parents, create safe spaces for your children. Don't make them, and then when they talk to you, listen to them. You see this case of Sylvester, the late Sylvester. It made me realize that most parents do not take their children seriously when they come to complain to them. For example, about bullying. Your child will come and talk to you and tell you that somebody is bullying me at school, and you will dismiss your child. And you will tell your child to be tough up. Don't worry, just toughen up. It's going to stop. It's going to stop. Endure. Endure what? Do you know the extent of what your child is enduring? Most of these children will be bottling these things up, enduring these things. It will be affecting them in other areas of their lives, and you will not even notice. So many parents do not, they don't pay attention. You need to pay attention. Now, do you know, my kids now, the kukuma, whenever they enter the car, I don't even need to ask them what happened at school today. They start telling me things. They start telling me things that, do you know that this happened today? Do you know that my friend did this today? Do you know that my friend did that today? See, no matter how flimsy or how inconsequential you think that information they're giving to you sounds or is, listen. Just listen. You never know. They always, do you know, even from Nigeria, it started from Nigeria. I will always ask them what happened. They will tell me everything. To the extent that I knew the names of almost all their classmates, even people that were not their classmates. As long as a child is in the school, I knew the names of almost all of them. One of my friends back then in Nigeria, she used to be surprised when I tell her that I'll ask her about a certain child, and she'll be like, "Who are you talking about?" Her kids were in the same school. She'll be like, "Who are you talking about?" I'll be like, "You don't know this child." She said, "I don't know." And she's always surprised that I know the names of almost all the children there at that school. It's because I listen to these kids when they talk to me. They share information and stories with me and mention the names of their classmates and their schoolmates. And I listen and I pick up all these things. In fact, most of the times, I might be pressing my phone, but I'm listening to them. Sometimes they will think I'm busy, but if I'm actually busy and they come to me to tell me something, I might be like, don't worry, I'm busy now, come back later, I'll listen to you later, even if I cannot listen to them immediately. But do not dismiss them. When you do dismiss them, it will make them feel like they are not important, like you don't value them, and they will not come to you again to tell you anything. And you will now be wondering why your child does not talk to you even as they are growing up. Sometimes I might be busy pressing my phone or cooking, and I'll hear them gisting. They will not know that I'm listening to what they're talking about. The time they will know is when I ask them, maybe they say something I did not hear, and I'll be like, what did you say? And they'll look at me like, was she listening? And they'll now start laughing. They'll say, never mind. I say, which never mind, Guinea? Never mind what? Better say it. Say what you just said. Let me hear. And they don't always know I'm always paying attention. I'm always listening. My ears are always like this. Let me know what is going on. Let me know when something is spoiling. See, you cannot afford to not listen to your children. I always say that it's not everybody that has the capacity of being a parent. Most people give birth to children because every other person is giving birth to children. It's not everybody that should be a parent though, honestly. It's not everybody. Most people just give birth because others are giving birth. How can you will now give birth to a child and then you will not have time for that child, and you will be so busy, you won't know what is going on in the life of your child, and then you will now ship off your child to boarding school, and then they will now grow up and they will, you see, that Sylvester story, it pained me. I was so mad. I was so angry. See, it's important. Let me not digress too much. It is important that you, as a parent, you should listen to your child. Listen to everything they say. Even when my 3-year-old daughter comes, she's always telling me stories. Before I started filming this video, she came to me now, Mommy, when you finish filming, can I tell you a story? I said, yes. You can come and tell me. She loves to tell me stories. From there, she will now cultivate that habit of talking to me. As in every time she will come and tell me one thing. From there, it gets to the important stuff because they know that I'm always here to listen and I don't judge them. But I find a way to handle the situation and make them understand certain things without being judgmental. It's very important. It's not just to give birth to children and then push them out into the world. All you know is that you have given birth and they are bearing your son name. It does not end there. Let's do better. Let us do better before we enter this new year, 2022 that is coming. Let's resolve to be better parents. We need to raise better children. And then new parents that are raising bullies. I don't think I should. You know what? I'm going to address parents about bullying again in another video. Not this video. I don't want this one to stretch out for too long. That one is too important to merge into this one. I'm going to talk about it later. Even though I have a couple of videos about bullying on this channel already, but I'm going to enter another dimension. Just stay tuned. You're going to watch that video. Anyway, let me end this video right here. It seems like it was all over the place, but I'm sure that I was able to make some points, and I'm sure that I was able to pass some points, information or knowledge across to you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we're gonna see ourselves in the next video. Bye.